Well, I don't know if there's anything in this issue of Scientific American I'm worth reading. I like the cover art. It just happens to match up with the doodle that I'm working on right now. There's another guy on the bus whose job was to run cell phone antennas through those stacks at the concrete nuclear facilities so that managers inside could get signal. And I was at D-Plant, the first one built that was used for processing. And I didn't get to see the place. In a concrete room, no windows on a computer, guzzling coffee, happy as a clam. And, the summer before, I was walking out towards the bus with my briefcase looking all spiffy, I guess. It was actually my Sega Game Gear case. I used it to play chess on the bus, Chess Master. And I was surprised as heck who I saw at the gate. Mike the Clown, who had worked with the previous summer at CBC Grounds crew on the weed patrol. Well, he said he was working on a telephone crew recabling the wires for the landlines, I guess. And then I got on the bus and these guys, last summer I was in Joe Minton's office, who had designed the campus from scratch, the landscaping. And this was his last. He was right before he retired. And once in a while he'd keep one of us in his office. And one day it was my turn. And he said, "Why aren't you married?" I'm 19 years old. I was like, "What the heck? Married? You gotta be kidding me." And, then he got a phone call, and plutonium just blasted out his nose. They what? It was the president of the college. We knew him personally, calling to say that Mike and Ed were taking a nap in front of his office, out by the birch trees. And those weeds a foot high growing outside of his other window, too. I gotta go kick some butt. And got in his truck and Well, with the chess, yeah, I had quite a few chess systems when I learned about when I was 10 years old, probably. And it was difficult to find people to play with. And, it got too competitive for my mother. She, when I insisted on knocking out her queen on my way down, even though I was in check. That was the last time she played with me. And then on the Commodore 64, I got Chess Master. Battle Chess. Which is awesome. It would show the rook stomping on the screen, and it was very animated. The king would pull out a pistol and shoot. And even in that park, in the Fingernail, there was a live chess match that was at the Renaissance Fair, and all the players would jump on the queen And there was another guy there that was playing like half a dozen games simultaneously. He'd rotate, he'd make one move and go to the next table, and so on and so on. And that Renaissance Fair was also at the Fingernail at a different time, of course. And it's been every summer, and evidently it was just getting started back then. I didn't know somewhere of that, but it was my first summer here. And my mother's cousin Teresa was in it. She's 6 months older than I am. She keeps reminding me. Well, I don't know where she is now, but I went into my aunt, her mother, the other day. Well, I guess she's doing okay, but she's, I don't know, back east somewhere. She actually moved to Juneau for a couple of years, and she didn't even know. I mean, I didn't even hear about it until later on. And she was working at Fred Meyer here. And then they offered a transfer, and big money. Well, big bills, too. Especially since you're going from living at home to not living at home. Well, I thought, she'll be back real soon, or she'll be there for a while. And evidently she never called me, so she must not have known that. It's my old stomping ground. So, when her father, my uncle, had died, I sent Aunt Ruth a subscription to Alaska Magazine instead of Flowers. And told her about my old swimming hole, the Minnehaha Glacier, and my old stomping grounds. And she says, well, there's a phone number for it, but I can never get through. And I don't know, I was going to call somebody and have them harass her, but never got around to it, And then, I guess she was there for a couple of years, and she went back east somewhere. But, back to chess. Well, I got when the Nintendo Game Boy came out, I was looking at a portable game system, and the Sega Genesis was twice as expensive, but better graphics, and the games are about the same. So I figured, well, by the time I buy some games and stuff, And so I got Chess Master on it, and put it on the bus, and so it was an hour to work each way. And that thing cheated on me. I'd set it up and ask it for its advice on where I should move. And then I'd switch sides. I'd tell it to switch sides and then see where it moved, and it wouldn't even take its own advice. And it would go infinite levels, both sides invisible, which I wouldn't try that even on level 1. Well, I don't know, maybe if I had more time or something. And I met another Mike, Obnoxious Mike, who locals know who he is. But for the sake of anonymity, I'll keep it to that for this post. That's where I met him, was on the bus. He'd lean over the seat and see me playing chess and comment on it and yada, yada, yada. Well, turns out he worked at the fire station, and then when I started working there, I put a sign on my door that said Mike, had a big old no, like a no smoking sign through it, taped it on my door.